In this video, we're going to walk you through completing your online mobile application and adding a co-borrower if that fits your situation. So the first thing, you're either going to receive by text your link, which you'll tap on, or an email such as this one, and it'll say, hi, your name, Mark, in this case. To complete an online mobile application, please click on the Apply Now button below, which is right there, or go to here. So you would simply click here. Okay, so once you tap on the text link or the email link, you'll be taken to this screen that says your home loan journey starts here. And so you want to go in here and type in your email. So I'm going to do that and click continue. And then either text you a verification code or email. I'm going to collect text. Check the phone here. Type that in. And remember, for the next 2 weeks, verify code. And then you'll be taken here, and let's complete your loan application, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to get started here. Type in your name, and then on the middle initial, you can either put in your full name if you want. It's the way you want to take title. You could choose not to have a middle initial, or you could just use a middle initial. In this case, I'll just use a middle initial. Type in your last name. Suffix is optional, junior, senior, that sort of thing. Type in your phone number. If it's your cell phone for your home, then type that in. Type in your work phone number. I'm going to leave that blank for now, but you would type in your work number. Your email will already be there, and then you would type in your social number. I'm just going to give you a bunch of ones for now. And just FYI, I will not check your credit until you give me the thumbs up to do that verbally. And then type in your date of birth. And then you're a U.S. citizen or permanent resident alien or non-permanent alien. Choose that. And here it says, did you or your deceased spouse ever serve, or are you currently serving in the U.S. Army? No for me. Save and continue. What's your marital status? Married, separated, unmarried? Is there a person who is not your legal spouse but currently has legal property rights similar to those of a legal spouse? Yes or no? How many dependents do you have? And you type in a number there. Save and continue. Type in your current address. Okay. So there we go. Is that the same as your current mailing address? Yes or no? If you click in no, then they'll ask you for your mailing address. How long have you been there? Gosh, I'll say 10 years and so many months. Save and continue. You're currently employed? Yes, I am. Are you self-employed? In my case, no, I am not. Please add your most recent 2 years of employment history. So we do need a full 2 years. If you haven't been on your job for 2 years, please also provide the prior employer. So moving on, I'm going to say I'm employed by a business, employer or business name. So I'm going to put in my employer name, and then their address, and then their phone number, and your position title, and your start date as your current employer. In fact, I'm going to say that I just started here this year, and then put in your gross monthly income before taxes are taken out. Yeah, do the best you can to estimate that. That'll be part of the qualifying process that I work with you on. Do you receive any additional income, such as overtime, commissions, or bonuses? So, yes, no for you on that. And since I don't have a full 2 years on this job, I'm going to click on Add Employment. And I'll say I was employed by a business. I'll give a prior employer name. I'll give a address for them and city and state and zip, phone number, my title, and my starting month and year. Do the very best you can on that. Um, and if you don't know the exact date, it could be, I would just round up to the first of the month, but just get as close. Is this my current employer? No. When did I end? We'll say that date. So the ending month and year. Roughly how much did I earn per month while I was there? Any additional income? And then, so now I've got my 2 years. If that doesn't complete your 2 years, please continue on. Let us know if I have any other additional income sources, such as Social Security, annuities, that sort of thing. You would put that in, and you've got a drop down for other. It could be alimony, border income, capital gains, child support, disability. So choose what is most appropriate for you. If I have any questions when I receive it and review it, I will call and ask you. So save and continue. Save and continue. And then ethnicity. Um, they do this to do stats on lenders on how they do in regards to discrimination. So please choose what's appropriate for you. You can say, I don't wish to provide this information. I'll do that in this case. On the race, you want to click all that apply. So maybe you have some American Indian, and then you also have, I don't know, all these different, I'll just say American Indian and white. And then enter the name of your tribe for your Indian if that applies. Put that there. You can choose your gender or you don't want to provide. Save and continue. So here now we get to review, and then I'm going to move on to the next section, which is dependents and marital status. I can edit that. I've got my addresses. I got my employment, demographic info, all of that we already put in. So I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to click continue. And it'll ask you, are you applying for a loan with a co-borrower? And you can click, I don't have a co-borrower, and stop right there. Or you can click get started. Yes, I'm going to have a co-borrower. And so I'm going to type in their name. Let's just make something up here for us. Their phone number, work number, type in an email address for them, whatever that happens to be. So you get the idea. Their social number, their date of birth, their citizenship, did they serve in the military or not? I'll say no, save and continue. They're not married. Any dependents? Zero. And they don't have someone else who has real property rights. Do they live with you? Yes or no. Current address, same as their mailing address. Yep. How long they've been there? We'll say 6 years. Save and continue. Are they employed? We're going to say not currently employed and move on. They got an additional income source. We're going to say they get some Social Security. We'll say $1,100 a month and save and continue. Ethnicity. We're going to pick yes, Hispanic or Latino. Race. We're just going to pick one here. I'll put white and male, save and continue. And so then you get to review all that information until you're satisfied with it. And there we go. Tell us about your financial situation. So they're going to ask us about banking assets. Do you own or rent? I rent. My payment amount. Do I own any other real estate? Nope. Okay. And then I'm going to type in who I bank with. So in this case, we're going to say Wells Fargo. Who's on the bank account? Me, my co-borrower, both of us. We'll say just me. We'll say it's a checking account. Account number you really don't need to put in. I wouldn't bother. Estimated balance, we're going to say, I don't know, we've got 30,000 in there. And then if you happen to have another, oops, that's an extra zero than I inspected. Say you had another bank account, you would put that in there. Let's say Chase Bank, and it's a checking, skip the account number, estimated balance. Now I'm going to click on add account, and let's say that your co-borrower banks at Golden One Credit Union. Who's on the account? The co-borrower. Account type, it's a savings account, and they've got 20,000 in there. There we go. If I had other accounts to add for myself or them, I would add it right there. Now I'm going to click save and continue. And if you're receiving a gift, then you would put that in here. What type of gift are you receiving? Let's say a gift of cash. Who's the gift for? It's going to be for both of us. Is it deposited in the bank? Not yet. And how much we're going to receive? We're going to get 1,000. I've got rich relatives. And who's it coming from? In this case, we'll say a relative. And then you can add more if you had more gifts and grants. I'm going to click save on continue. Any more assets, you would click here to add it. Click on save and continue. Liabilities. You would click here to add on any liabilities, or we can get it when we run your credit report if you're going to authorize that. We do have a way where we can run a 3-bureau soft pull credit report that will not create a hard inquiry on your credit. So I'm going to move on and click save and continue. Here, you're going to review everything that you've put in. I'm satisfied with all of that. And then here, help us understand the property you're looking. So click on that. We're going to purchase. We're thinking around 500,000 on the price. We're thinking 10% down, and the loan amount we needed. Are we a first-time buyer? Yes. Are we doing individual credit, just you, or you and your co-borrower? That would be joint credit. So joint, save and continue. We're looking at a single family versus a condo, townhome, primary residence, save and continue. And that's pretty much it. We're going to click continue. I'm satisfied with all those answers. Almost done. A few more questions. So I'm going to click on that. Do I intend to occupy the property? Yes. Have I owned in the last 3 years? No. And so you go down and answer all these questions, and then you answer the same thing for your co-borrower. So we're going to say yes, and his are all going to be no on the rest of these. Boom, boom, boom. Tedious, I know. Nice to get this out of the way. No, no, no. Any questions, you can certainly call me or do the best you can and go ahead and complete it and submit it. And any questions that I have after review, I can call you and get that information taken care of. Credit authorization, I'd recommend that you go ahead and say yes. I will still verbally verify with you. I always do that. So I'm going to put yes on both of those, save and continue. And then we'll need your consent on a few things. It's called an e-consent. And so ideal if you would click yes. And so have that box clicked, authorizing it to move forward. And boom, save and continue. Referral type could be a family, friend, realtor, and then you would type in their name, whomever that happened to be. I'll type in mine, save and continue. And then here you can review all the answers that you've put in. Click on continue and submit. And that's it. You've completed your online application.